welcome back. Just to recap, last week you were at the Hallowfest festival, and you came across a woman who you heard basically ranting from a box near the festival, and she was shouting about there not being any kind of a necromancer, and that it was all to do with Rogan, and that the god Rogan was punishing everybody, and she was basically shouting at everyone that they had to repent. You didn't really talk to her very much because Crank was missing his gold purse, and you all decided to play some of the games instead. Colton, being Colton, decided that he would be the gnome that everybody would shoot at. So everyone managed to make a fair bit of gold. However, Colton, you do only have 5 hit points.
You need to heal big time, eh?
So just in case you had forgotten about that.
Isn't Daniel a paladin?
That's for you to figure out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So yes. So then,
Something like that.
So while you were in town, you went to some of the stalls after you'd been shooting the life out of Colton. You decided he might need healing, so you went to some of the stalls and you met Marius Blackthorn, who is the alchemist, and he sold you 1 health potion. Then you went to the seller of some sort of sweeties and trinkets and that, and she was able to sell you a small jar of good berries. And then you decided that you would go and talk to Pitaya, the weaponsmith, and he sold you some arrows, and he also showed you an arrow which he said it was an arrow that he said, or he claimed, was one of the last true shot arrows used by one of the Mighty 12, the adventurers who were able to save the city. Although you don't know too much about that, you decided to try out the arrow, Ashan. You got a pretty good roll. Yeah, I think you got a 19. Yeah. Not on Colton, no. Yeah, so you got a pretty good roll. You got a 19. And what Pitaya told you about the arrow was that it has 3 charges, and it allows you to roll with advantage 3 times, and that it recharges after a short or a long rest. But what you realised was that it's all very well having an arrow that shoots with advantage 3 times. It doesn't really matter if it doesn't come back to you. Yeah. So
I'll still need to. I think if we've gone back to the inn, I'll still need to attune to it.
Yes, you will. Yeah, definitely. So you were going to see if you could figure out if there was anyone who could maybe enhance the magic, as it were, and enchant it for you. But before that happened, you saw a little girl in a skeleton outfit playing hide and seek with her friends, and you saw her disappear down the drain into the sewers with a little person who was with her. Colton, you immediately jumped down the drain to see what was going on, and you saw them running away through a series of iron gates which were all kind of locked, so you couldn't get through, you couldn't follow, unfortunately. And at that point you decided to head back to the Last Laugh Tavern. You bumped into Henrik on the way. He was kind of plastered. He was about to have a go at the grab the gold, which was you guys didn't try that last week, but it was basically apple bobbing but for gold. And before he actually started doing that, you convinced him to give you his keys, and so you could come back to the inn without him. And so you are now back at the inn. Colton, you have 5 hit points. It is fairly late in the evening now. You know that Henrik is somewhere at the festival, sozzled pretty much. So, what are you guys doing?
Colton, would you like some healing?
I think if we're going to stay here overnight, don't worry about it, because I think a rest overnight should put me back up to where I need to be. So as long as I can get a good night's sleep, I'll be absolutely fine.
I think we'll all be.
He's small. He'll heal faster.
You could eat some of the good berries because they don't last particularly long unless they're special ones.
Yeah, I think they only last 24 hours, don't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we might need them in the morning, I guess. So as long as there's nothing happens during the night.
Yeah, whatever.
I wouldn't count on that.
No.
Right. Okay. Spend some time with that new arrow before having some sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to bed down in the corner.
I mean, are we going to have a quick discussion on what we're going to do? We're going to wait for the morning for that.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Actually, yeah. Let's have a discussion on what we're going to do.
I'm going to hide behind the counter. Whenever it comes.
If everyone comes, you can just pop up and throw your firebolt off if needs be. Okay. So we've come into the room, right? Going. Well, that was fun. Except for that child.
Arrow sticking out of me. It wasn't fun.
I've offered you healing if you want it, or you could eat those good berries we got.
Okay.
But yeah, we really do need to think about what our strategies get to be. We're just blundering around at the moment. If we are going to go through this, and I'm still not convinced we should, we need a plan.
What shall we do? Do you want to rescue the child? Maybe it's not a child.
I think we kind of ascertained it probably was a child, didn't we?
Yeah.
Could have been a halfling.
Exactly. Exactly.
We'd actually seen some children that we kind of was it Daisy her name?
Yeah.
I think. Yes, we could go back to her aunt, because she was the one that offered us employment initially, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, can you take this group out?" So maybe if we go back to her, they're getting down there, and maybe we can go from there.
We could. I mean, unless she's got information of a better way in, because some of us are quite tall.
Yeah, I don't fit. So.
We will fit, but it will be interesting, to say the least.
No, the last time I wanted to go down, and I got an upper voice telling me I couldn't go in.
It's called divine intervention.
Because I wouldn't fit. So, what would be the smartest plan? What
about sealing up most of the grates except for a couple sewer entries?
Oh, I like that.
I mean, that's a lot of work, though. Is there anybody? Do you think? I mean, I'm new to this city, Lark. Is it possible to seal up the grates?
There's so many twists and tunnels that it would take a long time to do, I think.
Or how's about? Do we know?
I can freeze them over.
Entries, do you think we'll use a lot?
And they will run through every exit.
Put a fireball down it.
We need a fireball. I don't know. I just don't see how we can take out folks that are in little sewers when most of us are.
I mean, there must be another. Well, they must have some human-sized, people on the payroll, as it were. I'd have thought.
Why don't we just send a gnome down there to have a look?
We need to.
He's a small.
He's a goblin.
No, I'm bigger than the gnome.
Yeah, but you're still quite small, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Just squeeze him in.
Well, I mean,
So-
the thing is, rest up overnight, go and see Daisy's mum, aunt even.
Oh,
Maybe
if
a
she
night-
doesn't give us anything
Maybe
more, we
sleeping
can
on it
do.
will help.
Yeah.
Although I would be tempted that we need to
What
block this
name?
blooming place off, but if what's his name doesn't come back or comes back, we're going to have to make sure he can get in.
What's his
As
name?
long as somebody's on watch, we'll be fine.
Well, yes, obviously.
Okay.
hmm
Not me, because I am half dead.
So do we just rest up?
You're more than half dead at 5 hit points. You're bleeding out.
Okay.
Just gonna bed down in the corner.
Bed, yeah.
Okay.
We don't have a tank at the moment. I will bed. I'll kind of bar the door. There's a bar on it, and I would like to bed down somewhere here, just so I'm near the door. I am not an elf. I don't have that ability. Ah!
Before we go to bed, is there any possibility to get our healing potions back?
Not unless we go and buy. We've only got the one, which I think was it taken.
They're with the cleric, aren't they?
Yeah.
God, yeah, they're with the cleric.
Or did he happen to leave them in the inn?
Yes, did he?
Maybe another divine intervention.
Maybe he left him in his clothes.
I will sign on the next time we share any stuff like that out between
Yeah,
us. all.
we split it up.
Yeah.
I have his trousers. That sounds good, I know, but I got his clothes. His bag of holding might be in the clothes.
Yeah, worth a check, definitely.
Claire.
Yeah.
I'm sitting attuning to that arrow for an hour before I go to sleep.
Okay.
I am.
All right. Tule, do you
Yeah.
want to do a quick investigation check for me?
Alright.
Oh, go into my pockets.
You know, she's Tule's
Alright.
Tule's behind the bar, so if you do an investigation check, it means you can kind of rummage through what's in the bar. Okay, I'll take the top one. All right, so you're
Okay.
kind of you're rummaging around in the bar, and right at the back, it's all covered in dust, but you have managed to find a health potion. It's only a lesser health potion, but it's a health potion nonetheless.
Yay.
Oh,
Is anybody wanna have this health potion?
Or just
I can
hang on
offer.
Just
I
hang
can
on
also-
to it
alright.
yourself, Leandra,
I will.
and
Thank
just
you.
if any of us need it, you get to us or whatever. Whereabouts are you putting it so we know we can find it quickly?
In
Yeah.
case you die.
I will put it next to me.
Okay, in a pocket. Okay, right.
In
Okay,
the pocket.
right. Attune, rest, sleep.
Excuse me.
One person on watch at a time for the 8 hours. I'll take first watch actually.
Alright,
After I've
then
attuned. I'll take the watch after I've attuned.
I will have my beauty sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So is everybody resting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get this long rest
Right.
out of the way. We could do that forever.
Okay.
hmm
All right. Well.
I'm just snuggling in into one of these sleeping bags here. Look, there you go.
All right. Okay. So in that case, you have spent a long night resting quite well. I think you were quite tired from all of the commotion and what with fighting some of the Wyld Gang members and
Having fun.
having lots of fun. Yes, absolutely. You're all quite exhausted, so you spend a good long rest, and you wake up in the morning feeling very refreshed.
Okay.
So
because I'd lost my health.
yeah,
Okay.
Colton, that means you can get your health back as well.
Oh, spell slots.
And spell slots, yeah.
So, plan of action.
Okay, so the sun is just coming up over the horizon. You are early risers, and you can hear the birds in the trees, and everything else is quite quiet until all of a sudden you hear heavy footsteps running, and you hear loud but muffled voices, and then you can hear the clanking of sword on sword.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Go to the door. No, oh gosh. Which side of the building do we ascertain that it's coming from?
You're not entirely sure which side of the building it's coming from, because it's
Right,
not like
you-
hugely loud at the moment.
Check
But
the windows. I'll
you can-
open up the door and have a peek.
Send the goblin out to have a look.
Shut up. No.
okay, so you look
Can I-
out. You look out of the window or out the door, and you can see a fairly heavy-set dwarf running very, very quickly, surprisingly for a dwarf, towards the door. So there you go. He's run towards the door and he's come in.
Oh.
I'll just push whoever's behind the door with my hefty, with my full volume. I just burst through the door, trying to get behind some kind of cover, trying to get some respite. So maybe try and get behind one of those tables here.
Okay.
Totally ignoring anybody else at the moment. Just trying to get some cover between me and my entourage.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. And so pretty much before you guys have a chance to realise what's going on, you see some more halflings come running into the bar, and they kind of stop and they look around. And they go, "Where is he? Where is he?" So if you could all please roll initiative. All right. Okay. So Ashan, it's your turn first.
Heck, sorry, muted. How many
Oh,
times can I
cool.
just ask that question?
Right?
Is it halflings you said came in the door?
Yes, you know by now. You know very well by now what the Wyld Gang look like, and it is indeed members of the Wyld Gang.
Well, a chance to take another 3 out. Actually, no, right, okay. Oh god, I'm an archer one. Pull back and go back off.
Okay.
Basically.
Alright. And one of the halflings kind of comes around one side and he's like, "Who are you? Are you shielding him? I know
You're
he ran
chasing
in there."
someone, back off.
Yeah, what is it to you, lady?
What is it to me? When I see 3 beings chasing someone else, I'm suspicious. Sorry, I'm just...
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have picked a fight with us, should he? We're the Wyld Gang. Nobody picks a fight with the Wyld Gang. And
So
then
you're the Wyld Gang, are you? I'll have a glint in my eye. And I will let the arrow go.
go for it.
So we're not negotiating then.
No.
20. Okay.
Add that as that warning. I said, I told you to back off, and I really mean it. That
Okay.
arrow was basically, it was meant to, I aimed it to hit, but trying to intimidate them to,
Okay.
or force them to
No,
back
no
off.
waffling for arrows.
Which halfling did you hit?
Which was the one that said, "What's it to you, lady?"
This one.
Right, that one then.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Shan's not going to take any rubbish anymore.
and he takes it in the shoulder and he goes, "Ah, all right then, fine."
You want another one?
Yeah, that was a lucky shot.
And
any
I
movement?
am going to move round the corner a bit, so I'm just a bit further back, so I can do another thingy. So arrows, hang on. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Leandra.
Well, I didn't attack my companion yet, but you were threatening one of my friends. So that means you get a nice fireball from me. No problem.
Okie dokie.
Alright. The one that Francis, Ashan, was attacking,
Mhm.
I would love to send a fireball
Okay.
into his face.
Alright, go for it.
Let's keep it there. Alright.
Open soul.
Attack.
That
Mm.
is a hit.
And then damage.
And 7 damage. Okay. Right, there we go. And, okay, so he's basically taken a firebolt to the face, as you say. And he's like, yeah, absolutely, like that. But he's still standing.
Jesus, they're tough, aren't they?
And so it is now their turn.
Ow.
So this guy here, who you guys have clearly been picking on, he's gonna attack Ashan with his short bow. So
That'll do it.
that's a hit. Yeah. Okay. And you take 5
Oh,
piercing damage. Okay, and then this one over here, he saw that Leandra, because he's closer to Leandra, shot at his mate, so he's gonna shoot at her with a fireball, with an arrow. You got me doing it now, Tule, seriously, whatever. And it misses.
It's contagious. I know.
It is.
Sorry.
This one by the door is gonna run in just a little bit, and he's going to see Colton, and he's going to decide that Colton looks like a pretty easy target because he's so small. So he is going to shoot at Colton. 20. Ouch.
He's only got bloody. No, he's. Well, I don't know. Oh wait.
That's ouch.
Oh, some nasty halfling.
That's 10 points of piercing damage for the gnome.
Ouch.
Are you still alive?
Just. That's like half my.
Do you want my healing potion?
I mean, something.
Okay,
Oh.
so it is now Crank's turn, isn't it? Yeah, so it's Crank's turn.
Yeah, so I'm just crawling out of my little sleeping bag, and I'm like, seriously, can't a goblin get 5 minutes bloody sleep? And I pull out my weapon, of course, and shoot at him,
Okay,
because that's what we do.
go for it.
I'll shoot to the closest to me, which would be the guy by the door.
Yep, okay.
Top.
This one here. Yeah, okay.
Yep, that's the one. I pressed my button.
Yeah, you rolled damage before you actually rolled your.
How's that possible? Oh, see, I see attack. Sorry. Ooh.
Okay. And
Good.
roll damage.
Oh, again. Okay.
You can take the 10 if you want.
I'll go for the first one.
Take the 10. Okay.
You got a crit, so
Yeah.
so it's both of those damages. I
16.
think.
Can I go back to sleep now then?
Not a chance, man.
You can
Almost.
Some of your magic.
you can move, and if that means crawling back into your bedroll, then that's fine.
my protective sleeping bag.
Right. Okay.
Well armored.
All right. Is that you?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
me. Thank you.
Good. Excellent.
I
Okay.
done what was needed.
All right, Colton, it's your turn.
So I'm going to try something.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. There we go.
Okay.
I'm going to say to them, I'm going to go, how do I phrase this? I'm going to say, oh, you fools, we're trying to contain some of those undead in here. Can you not hear them coming through the cellar doors? I'm going to structure the statement to make it sound like there's 20 moaning undead trying to come up through the floor in the hopes it will scare them off.
Okay. All right. Roll deception for me. Deception check for me, please. Pretty good. He's got 10. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So all three of them kind of look around at each other and they're like, "What's going on?" And this one here, he's pretty badly wounded, so he's like, "Yeah, boys, I think we better go. And he starts to run out, and the other one kind of turns around and he looks towards the cellar door and he looks towards you, Colton, and he's like, "Nah, I ain't so sure." And he pulls up his bow as if he's going to shoot you.
Okay, I'm going to have to try and run and hide then. So I'm going to try and duck behind down here.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it is now Balder's turn.
So, after seeing that those other fellows are kindly helping me out with those halflings chasing me, so I'll go for the one on the other side of the table. Yeah, exactly. So I'll just scramble upon the table if that's possible.
Yeah.
Like so, with my sword drawn, and then just body drop him with my sword first.
Okay.
Trying to get some advantage from the height, or just with my weight at least to get him somehow.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to make it harder if I even hit him.
No, that's
Jump
fine.
over.
You go ahead. Just
Okay, now let's see.
Yay.
Something. Oh, roll twice. Something funny there.
yeah. You leap up onto the table and you bring your longsword down, and it's a direct hit, and it comes down straight through his skull, all the way down like that, and he falls to the floor, dead.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm at his position then, like so,
Yeah.
on his body,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
and I'll just go like, that's for messing with my business. Now where is he? You know what I'm waiting for.
Okay. All right. So now it's this guy's turn over here, and he's gonna kind of turn and look at you, and he's gonna go. Oh, he says, "What do you have to interfere for? I should kill you right now because you're interfering."
You ain't intimidating me, small man. You're next on my list.
Oh. And so he shoots his short bow at you, and
course
he
he does.
misses. He misses altogether. Okay, so that's
Try
all
again.
he's gonna do. That's all he's gonna do. So Ashan, it's your
Okay. Block the door. And I will move my. I will move my full 30, drop in behind him, drop the bow, pull the two short swords,
turn. Right.
and
Okay.
both of them up under the ribs at the back. And I said, "Drop your weapon."
Okay. Is that you?
And about having shouted someone to go and get the door, bar the door as well, because I'm not confident in stopping him.
Okay. All right.
Trying to intimidate him to drop the weapon, basically.
We're having a smart conversation in the messages here. So.
I thought
Yeah, so basically try to intimidate him into dropping his weapon.
Yeah, okay.
Michael! You love doing actions, you don't want to break!
Right, Mr. Goblin. It's very rude to talk while somebody else is taking a shot. Alright, okay.
Dropping his weapon.
Leandra.
Do you not want an intimidate check or not?
Oh, yeah, go on then. I'm too busy reading the comments. See?
Oh, you see? I can't even do it with this
Intimidation.
character.
Right.
I mean, I've still got the two swords sticking into his back.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to make the attack or anything like that.
Okay, alright. He's going to kind of wriggle around because he's got your swords in his back and he's going to look at you. If the dwarf didn't scare me, how do you think you are, lady? And Leandra, it's your turn.
Get to tell the show over the phone.
Wow.
That was scary.
Just burn him.
Put him out of his misery. Yes, I guess
We
so.
need to find out.
With a sword in his back. You want to ask him things now? Let's try. Let's see how hard.
Pain is a rather good motivator, so yeah.
That's true. That's true. All right.
Hang on, the last time they interrogated someone, it turned AWOL,
Sorry.
remember?
yeah.
I can fix him.
I have a potion, but I'm not gonna use it. All right. I'm gonna ask him nicely to what their plan was. What was their intentions? So, I guess killing the dwarf, but still, I'd like to know, have more information. That would be nice.
Right.
Let's ask.
Okay, so you're going to ask him a question in your turn.
Yes.
So, Crank, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to fight, or do you want to interrogate him as well?
Well, there's still 2 left, isn't there?
There's
No,
one
it's
left
ten.
and one's run away.
Oh, the one's run away.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, we need to interrogate then, don't we?
Okay.
Intimidate. So I'll
All
find,
right.
find the intimidation button.
Okay,
Alright.
alright. So Colton, what do you want to do?
I'll sort this out.
Go for it, please. 'Cause I'm useless.
So I'm going to cast Prestidigitation, and I'm going to say to him, so, basically, I've had enough of this. I've just laid a stinking corpse curse on you. You can smell your body starting to decay right now. I'll be happy to lift it, but you better start talking. You've got about a minute before your insides just melt all over the floor.
Okay, alright. Okay. So, Boulder, what do you want to do? Are you going to intimidate him as well? Or...
How battered up does he look at the moment? Is he pretty hurt, or is he seems to be rather fine right now?
He's, yeah, he's got full hit points.
So he's not looking damaged,
No.
I see. So I'm just gonna pull my sword free from the head of the guy below my feet and start stabbing at the next guy and intimidate him by attacking him. That's exactly what my dwarf would do, so I'll take a step towards him.
Go for it.
Just...
Oh,
So I think that hits.
Yeah, it does.
Ah, that worked.
Full slashing damage. Okay, alright,
I'm
that's...
just intimidating him. I didn't intend to kill him.
No,
It's always good to talk to body parts.
And I'll just go like, we can do this all day. Trust me. I can pull you back from the steps. So it's your choice. And
Okay,
that would be my turn for now.
alright. Okay, so it's his turn now, and he surprisingly drops to his knees and he holds his hands up and he says, all right, okay, I yield. And
Oh, that's not fun at all.
you're out of combat.